Alright guys, this is it. Another interesting DIY thing I'm trying to do. Basically, we've got this new car and I want to protect the steering wheel and give it a better grip. As you can see, it's very slippery, which is fine itself. It's quite small steering, but either way, I want to give it some firm leather feel to it. Now, I've purchased this from Amazon. I'll put the description on the video details, but this is how it comes. It comes in a package. Got some details here, made in China, of course, and it should have some threads. Put there. So we had 2 threads, but I can only see 1. Okay, that's fair enough. And what does it involve? So it's a simple fact. I'm going to show you how I am going to attempt to put this on. So they suggest, number 1, wrap around the steering wheel, single thread sewing, first stitch, okay, a knot you're going to do, and then basically work your way around, in and out, zigzag, in and out, in and out, as you can see, in and out. Now they're doing it from each sort of stitch they've got either side. Each stitch they're going in and out of every single one, and then you pull it. As you pull it, it becomes like a straighter line, so it becomes like one single stitch all the way across. In some cases, it doesn't. It looks more like this finish. So every single stitch they're going into, they haven't missed one, which is quite interesting. And at the end, it should look like something like this. So anyway, I'm gonna give it an attempt. First of all, I don't know if this is going to wrap around the whole steering wheel. There are different sizes, of course. So I'll just take this off. It's supposed to be leather, from what I gather, but I don't know is the answer, because this side is nice. So how much of it is leather? I don't think it is. It looks like PU leather to me. It's too good. Yeah. So I've been pretty duped on that one. There's a stitching here, which I'm going to keep at the bottom end of the thing, which will probably fit nicely. So first thing to do is basically just get around, all the way around as much as possible without falling off. So that's end to end, and then keep this fitting on slowly. Oops, it's going to be tougher than I thought. Okay, let's do it from underneath then in that case. This might take me a while. Sometimes I'm wondering if it's the wrong size or not, but it should fit according to the description. And how often a description is correct. Oh, it might do. It will do. It will teach you. Okay, here we go. I need to make sure it goes center. Coming through that way. Now you'll see here, center is about there, and that fits nicely, I must say. So only problem I can see is this will show. I wish I could turn it like this and then start from there, maybe. It would look quite nice, but it's going to end up finishing like this, more like, which I'm not happy about. So let's get on with it and see how we can do this. Alright, I'm sorry to have to do this again. I'm going to start again. I think the mistake that I made, I just started anywhere, but I think it's better to have it hidden somewhere here in some centered position. So I'm going to go in from the back, come in here, and go round, 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 in and out, and see how tight I can get this to fit. It doesn't wrap all the way around in the larger areas, but this bit here is perfect. It's narrower, smaller. So I'll start from, I'll do the knot again, I'm afraid. So this is the thing. Put it in again. Take this out. There. Sorry, you can't see how I did the knot, but very tricky. made a double knot. That's ready to go. I'm gonna get this back into this needle. Start again. So it's about there. I'm gonna go by here. It just goes through that one. You're gonna pull it all through. Make sure the needle doesn't go anywhere or fall off. You have to just literally pull it across. Go to the next one through there. It's hard to see underneath. I have to guess my way around. This is the problem of doing it like this, is because it's harder and lengthier process than I would like. There we go. We go that way again. Next one. It's literally going through the hole. I don't know if you can see clearly. In and out, in and out. Something's gone wrong there. No, it's not. It's fine. Put it back again. I mean, you don't have to keep it. You don't have to keep it sort of tight to start off with, because you're pulling along, then it will automatically sort of tighten up the next bit. So it's got a lot of give. And I'm going with one missing. I'm missing every other stitch. I think it's best to know that I'm missing out every other stitch. So I'm doing on every other. So if I do this one, I did, then I missed one out. I went to the next one. And keep doing this until we. Just careful with the needle again. So that. So you can see it just goes around like that. So I've done that one. I'm going to go to the next one. So as you can see, I'm basically just going round in circle through each of the loops. So what I do, I come to this side. So I've stitched above this one here. I'm going to go miss one out, go to the next one. Just got to be careful not to puncture the PVC leather. Now I'm doing two at the same time. So underneath on the other side, I'll do this one. I'm going to go to the next one. So I have to do this one-handed here. And then just bring it back. Just bring it back this way. And I just keep pulling it. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, so you literally just pull. Gotta be careful that it doesn't tangle up. And as you pull, bring it closer together there. See, as I pull, bring it closer. So that's how it should end up looking. But I don't like this lip here, as you can see, showing up, because I may have just, well, hopefully it settles in. So I'm going to carry on with this. We'll see how it looks afterwards. So you come to doing this, you start finding a technique of doing it. I mean, you've got the bulge there, which will open up the threads or stitching a bit more, which is not nice. But what I've done now is I find a technique which may help others. So you literally hold this tight so you know where the next stitch needs to go, and you literally just use the other hand and you thread it into that one. So you stitch it onto the next one, and it's like, once you've done that, you've got still got this, you can keep a pull on this one, and I'm going to the next stitch, missing that one out, and doing that. It's just basically working out where do you want the next stitch to be, and would it be you know, the right place. Otherwise you might end up getting too many lips, so showing up on there. And you do the same thing again, hold it tight, make sure you don't get tangled up, which I've done many times now already. I've just lost the needle. So so you keep the hold on it, and you work out where you want to go next. In this case I'm missing one, and I want to come around this way, this one, and you just literally pull, and as you pull it sort of comes together. You hold it again, find the needle, once again you go in, it's not the hardest thing you could do, but it's not the quickest. Now that I sort of come to an end of the stitching, I went round this way all the way across, came down here. This way it gets a bit tricky, as you can see. You're gonna go around, come out the other side. It does, it goes like this. And I went for a single stitch at the end here, because I think this is the place that I do tend to hold quite often. So the plan now is, how do I finish off here? As you can see, this bit is sort of showing a lip, which I thought I could hide it in something, but I don't think it's possible. I mean, I could just tuck it in like this. As you can see, I'm just tucking it in. Maybe might stay. Usually looks quite good. The back, same problem. Might just tuck it in and see. Just you can see my finger just tucking in. It might not stay there because we do use the steering quite often. But now the trick is I'm going to do a knot. So I'm going to take it back down the back around there, which I can't really video. It's a bit difficult to do with my one hand. So I'm going to go around about there and do a stitching there, not there. So I have to go under the steering wheel and try that. There's a little lip showing there, which I could have avoided, I think. But you know what, it's just a cover at the end of the day to protect what's underneath it and make it a bit more comfortable. And also it doesn't look that bad considering I did rush it. So this is where I'm going to do the stitching. So just to show you, I went round one stitch a couple of times. And that should, it's like wrapping a rope around a tree, which sort of, as you wrap around more and more, makes it harder to, it grips it better. So I just went around a couple of times, and then I'm going to go through there and do a, not go around the loop, go inside the loop that you went round. Yeah, it's really quite easy to do. Put this back down here again. Let me see if I can show it to you properly. So I went round that a few times. I'm just turning a bit more, and then literally do another loop. So you have to have a loop. Once you do the loop, go across. You literally, you can see on here. There's a loop. Keep your finger on there. Go around here once, and again twice, and that way, if you pull it, it should, just
making it. Should just tighten out. That's the first knot done. We'll do two so it doesn't come off that easily. We'll do one underneath there. So I'm going to go around that thing twice. One. Now here, once again, go really close, go through there maybe, and then as that one closes down, last minute, go around again. I think that now needs to be cut. So that's all done. I'm just going to go right to the edge, and if I see, can just cut this off somehow. There you go. Sorted.
Last thing to do, the stitches are just underneath it, and you can adjust it by just turning it slightly. So I'm doing just turning it to make sure it goes nicely in the right place. Even here, just turn it to its right place. Here, I'm just turning it so it goes into the center. Here is more so, and there you go, it's done. So just to show you the stitching, it's not the best of the stitching. I suppose I could have done a bit better tighter on the top. The lighting, can't see it. This was the better area that I've done it in. I should have carried on. And only advice I can give you, have patience, don't rush it like me. I suppose learn from my mistakes, and that was the best way of doing this. That's the only advice I can give. But for now anyway, it's just comfortable, easy to hold, and as I think as it heats up and cools down, it should shrink into place quite nicely, like I did in my last cut. There you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a better job of doing this than I did, and good luck.